dismissing figuration as mere aesthetic retreat is reductive and ignores its potential to critique and redefine contemporary narratives.
Nostalgia is precisely what you're missing in your analysis. Label this return as a genuine rupture because it upsets your new frameworks. But it's nothing more than regression to digestible imagery. Abstract and conceptual art challenge viewers to engage deeper, to think beyond the surface, something figuration often fails to do. It's not a leap forward, it's a step back into the past.
Your claim that figuration is merely a nostalgic retreat fails to recognize its capacity to subvert traditional narratives. By engaging with both historical and contemporary contexts, figuration can disrupt the market's tendency to commodify art. It's not about returning to comfort. It's about using familiar forms to question and dismantle existing power structures. Ignoring this critical potential reduces art to mere decoration, which is precisely what you critique in the market.
We claim it's a challenge to commodification, but it's just easier to sell. Figuration, with its recognizable forms and comforting narratives, fits neatly into the market's demands. Unlike the disruptive nature of abstraction, this isn't a rupture. It's a retreat into the safe, familiar, which the market devours without a second thought. A theoretical lens blinds you to the simple truth. Figuration is often less about critique and more about comfort.
Your insistence on abstraction as the only path to intellectual engagement ignores how figuration can embody complex critiques of identity, politics, and society. It's not a step back, but a strategic use of imagery to engage viewers in a dialogue about pressing contemporary issues. By dismissing it as nostalgic, you overlook its potential to challenge and transform the narratives you claim to uphold.
Strategic use of imagery doesn't automatically equate to genuine critique. Figuration often serves as a veneer for deeper engagement, allowing artists and viewers to pretend they're challenging the status quo while comfortably nestled within it. The real rupture is an abstraction which forces confrontation with the unknown and the uncomfortable. The market and your frameworks aren't eager to digest.
Your focus on abstraction as a sole vehicle for intellectual engagement overlooks how figuration can intricately critique societal constructs and power dynamics. It's not about comfort or regression. It's a deliberate choice to use familiar imagery to provoke critical discourse. By dismissing figuration as nostalgic, you're simplifying its potential to engage with and challenge contemporary issues.
Your embrace of figuration as a critical tool seems more like a convenient rationalization than a genuine shift. You're trying to fit it into your theoretical models, but the reality is that figuration often doesn't challenge the viewer's preconceptions, it reinforces them. Abstraction, on the other hand, demands an engagement that goes beyond surface level recognition, pushing boundaries in ways that figuration, its reliance on the familiar, simply can't.
You miss the point that figuration, when critically engaged, is a deliberate strategy to question and deconstruct the very narratives the market thrives on. It's not about comfort, but about using recognizable forms to make complex critiques accessible, challenging viewers to see beyond the surface. By labeling it as nostalgic, you're dismissing its potential to disrupt and provoke thought, reducing it to mere decoration in the very market critique you claim to uphold.
This debate's going nowhere. You're trying to shoehorn figuration into a narrative of critical engagement, but it often just caters to existing tastes rather than challenging them. It's time to move on and focus on art that truly demands intellectual and sensory engagement.
Your fixation on abstraction as inherently more challenging is a narrow view that overlooks the nuanced ways figuration can engage with and critique contemporary issues. It's not about comfort. It's about using recognizable forms to provoke critical thought and challenge existing power structures. By dismissing figuration as nostalgic, you're simplifying its potential to engage deeply with its context and audience. This topic is exhausting. Your insistence on abstraction as a sole path to intellectualism is not only limiting but also dismissive of the complex ways figuration can engage with contemporary discourse. It's time to move on.
This topic's worn thin. Your insistence on figuration as a critical tool seems more like a stretch than a reality. Let's shift gears and talk about something else. We discussed the role of materiality in contemporary art instead.
Sure, the topic is done. let's move on. But remember, no topic is truly done until we've exhausted its critical potential.